Are you listening? Damn.
Also had predicted that the PPC party would have a more of an impact than we realized, and that prediction was very wrong. I couldn't have been more wrong there. They had no impact across the board. In fact, the results basically looked identical to the previous election we had in terms of outcome. The PPC party, while they were vocal as all hell and on TV a hell of a lot for their rallies and campaign and Trumpian style politics, it didn't pan out. It didn't show up at the polling stations. And what I was reading and what I was hearing was that while they were certainly motivated to go out on a Friday afternoon or a Saturday afternoon and spend their day with their peers chanting and raving about freedoms and all that shit, they didn't show up. And when they did show up, they caused a stink. All of a sudden they realized that they're, in order to change the system, and for those of you listening on the podcast, I'm using air quotes here, in order to change the system, you have to be part of the system. So you couldn't walk into a voting place and say you're going to vote without a mask. And you couldn't skip the COVID identification questions. And you had to participate in society if you want to help change society. That is a bridge too far for some of these people. And that's what happened. Do I think the PPC party is dead? No. I think this is the infancy of it. Do I think they will have a long-term impact? Yes. Do I think they will ever take control of our government? No. I don't. As much as there are American politics being introduced in our realm, I don't think the environment is quite the same. I don't think the divides on racial inequality are quite the same. I don't think our tolerance of homosexuality is quite the same. And I think that all of those general virtues are still there. So that vocal right will remain vocal. They'll continue to make headlines because, goddamn it, if they're not fun to watch. But I don't think they're going to have real say, at least in my lifetime. Look, if the NDP, who, in talking with conversations with my peers, the NDP is the party that I think most of us would like to vote for, but we're afraid of voting for them because the Conservatives might win. So if the NDP can't crack that two-party system, the PPC, with their degenerates as constituents, aren't gonna crack it. So,
Are you listening? Damn.